Hey everyone, it's Mary from SVG Cuts, and I'm here today with 3 brand new projects for Valentine's Day and beyond. I think they're really nice because of how simple and quick they are to put together, but I think they have enough detail to make them interesting. So you can easily make several if you want to make quite a few to hand out to your friends, family, whatever, kids, mail carrier, what have you. They all perfectly fit some little smaller chocolates. Like I have some of these bad boys in here. The rose can easily hold some little Hershey Kisses. This guy kind of has its candies more exposed, so it's fun to use some little heart-shaped candies if you want. So the thing that I like about them is how simple they are and also pretty versatile too. This one I think you could definitely use as a favor for a bridal shower, baby shower, birthday party, and it's only 3 pieces, well 4, the bottom is a separate piece, and I'm excited for you to see how quickly and easily it goes together. I think you're gonna love it. Then this little guy is pretty quick and simple too, so I like the way that it's semi-realistic but also just nice and easy. So festive, cute. This envelope is kind of dimensional, yet sort of just elegant. And I think you could really have fun with the colors that you use to make it festive or not. Could also certainly be given a different theme besides Valentine's Day. So I'm excited to show you. I've got everything cut out to show you exactly how they go together. So let's get started. First of all, for the envelope favor box, which I have here, looks like a cute little envelope. And I put this on the back using an action wobble, which is an adhesive spring. Obviously that's optional, and then what you put inside can vary, but pretty quick and simple. The pieces of the actual box here are these 2. Looks like this. Then we have some hearts, as well as these panels and these side panels, as well as this one and this one. There's my helper. I saved the heart that was left on my mat from that because I figured, hey, why not? That's what I put on the back, and then that's the back panel. So we can start by gluing some of these panels on. So I went and got a manicure yesterday, which I like to do right before I film this part of my video, just because it's pretty up close on my hands there, and it's just kind of nice, I think. So I tried the dip for the first time. Exciting. Usually I get a no chip, so I thought maybe it's better because there's less UV light on your hands. I don't know, it was my first time, so if you have any experience with that, I would like to hear. If you do any kind of manicure stuff, do you do it yourself? Do you go somewhere? Do you do the no chip with the gel, like the UV light? Do you do the dip? I've heard some pros and cons to both services. So I don't know, guys. I'm just not very good at, like, I might be able to paint them, but as far as like all the other stuff goes that they do, I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in my abilities, especially using my non-dominant hand to do the other one. So, you know, although I will say, I don't know if it's always true for the dip, but it's a lot thicker, which for me is kind of a downside on that. So I forgot to fold this here. All I did was just fold every spot where there's a score line. And I'm using a Cricut Maker machine with a scoring wheel, so I can use the solid score lines that our projects offer in the extras folder. So if your machine does have the capability to score, such as the Cricut, I'm going to glue this onto here like this. So such as the Cricut Maker or Explore, or the discontinued, unfortunately, Sizzix Eclipse and Eclipse 2 used to be one of my favorites. That machine had the ability to score using the blade. It was pretty cool. No need to change the tools in your machine. It would just score on the fly using the blade. So I did like that a lot. But sadly, it's discontinued as far as I know. So anyway, that's how I made my project. But I have made hundreds of projects using our regular score lines, which are not solid. They're dashed and they're meant to be cut with your machine's blade. And believe it or not, it looks wonderful, works wonderfully, looks finished and polished. I don't think it's there's anything to complain about there. It might take a little longer to complete the cut, but not that much longer in my experience. Although, I can't say that I very often have used a Silhouette Cameo or a Brother Scan and Cut machine. So tell me your thoughts on that too, please. So there's our cute envelope. I probably should have thought about stamping it before I kept going there. I'm using this stamp set here by Mama Elephant called Mini Messages, and I am a little notorious for, well, I don't know if notorious is the right word, but I don't really clean my stamps, you guys. True confessions. So I'm gonna put this on the edge. Oops. Uh-oh. I'm getting, oh. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'm getting crazy with my ink. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna ink this baby up here. And I probably could have aligned that better. Oh no, I kind of goofed that up. Man, you know what I might do is actually pop this here to cover it, because the placement of these little decorative hearts is kind of up to you. So I'm going to use one of these fantastic 3D foam mini dots by Couture Creations to affix my heart to cover up my misaligned stamp there, because I would like to give this to someone, and I don't think I can sleep at night knowing that the stamp is a little bit misaligned there. So I'd rather have the heart up a little higher than I'd like than having the stamp funny. So this project should not take this long, but you know, stuff happens. Okay. Oh, I should have stamped on that before I put it down. You know, you guys, if anyone can understand the struggle, I think it's you. So you want to make sure that you don't have these switched around. Just take a peek before you glue it and make sure that it looks like it's lining up. And then these all just go one on top of the other there. So the only tricky thing with this gold mirror paper, in my experience, is the need to be extra careful with the glue, because it shows up very clearly if you get glue on it, on a visible part of it. So I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. See, my nails are so thick I can't even pick up a little piece of paper. I'm at a disadvantage. So there we go. I'll glue this one on here. There we go. Now I'll just glue these on to the sides. So I hope this looks like an envelope to you. My brother-in-law, who I like to send photos to, like sneak peeks to, he thought it looked like a purse, which is fine. I didn't say anything, but you know, hopefully the little handle isn't too misleading as far as what it is, because it certainly looks envelope-y to me now. But perhaps after you add a handle, it starts to look a little more purse-like, which I suppose is okay, but, you know. Ooh, I'm gonna try to stamp this bad boy right on here. I think I'll flip it over, since the texture of the paper is not great for stamping on, usually. Okay, let's see. Oh, much better. Much better. Now we're gonna need a 3D foam dot. By the time I touch it 800 times, hopefully it's still sticky. And I think I'll put that over here. I need like a blingy heart over there. I'll have to take a look in my embellishment stash and locate a some kind of blingy heart to put there, because it's just screaming for a blingy heart, you know. Hi, Winnie. Hi. Are you helping? She's very helpful. Oh, okay. Thank you. So, I mean, wherever you want to put it is great. I guess it's a big decision. I'm going to put it there. Cute, cute. And if you would like to see the action wobble, if you're curious, they look like these. This is what the package looks like. So there is some adhesive on both sides of this little spring. So I would just peel off both sides and use that to affix this. That's what I did with my original one. And it's just a cute touch you can add to a lot of different projects. So if you're looking to expand your craft supply stash, the action wobbles are pretty cool. So once you are happy with your embellishments, you can add your handle, which I pulled out this craft wire because I thought that would be a cool handle. And here's what I used for my original handle, just a plain old gold chenille stem, aka pipe cleaner, or a similar length of craft wire. Perhaps this makes it seem more like an envelope if the wire is a little less noticeable than the chenille stem. So you could play around with that, see what you like. Whatever you do, I would love to see too. Next, for my mailbox, I have the pieces here. We have some embellishments, little hearts. I have the little flag that goes on the project. These three pieces are liner pieces that are going to go on the inside. There's some more panels. We've got some rectangular panels, which are all the same size. Interestingly enough, makes it easier to place them. There's those guys, there's this guy, and there's this and this. So I've gone ahead and folded all the places where there is a score line. Pretty easy peasy. I'm gonna go ahead and glue this together like this. Although perhaps it's easier first to glue this here. I don't think it's super crucial to do that in any particular order, but this could be easier to work with if you do this part first. And I think at this point, while this is flat, it might be nice to glue the panels on here as long as it's flat. So glue these here, these two here. Although since I'm using the gold mirror paper, I think I'm gonna wait because I don't want to get glue on my paper, which could happen. So either way, whatever you feel like doing would be great. One thing I will do now, instead of working my way around, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on just to make sure that it lines up perfectly, because there's a small chance that by the time I get to the other side, if anything is off slightly, I don't want it to affect this other side here. Sometimes in a situation like that, I like to jump around with what order I glue things in. Again, not crucial, not life or death, but I might as well go ahead and glue my liner piece in. It could go this way or that way. I think I'm going to match the direction of the paper that's already there and glue it with the smooth side up. So you want to make sure that it's butted up against the top there, because if it's too far down, it's going to affect the way that this folds. And we don't want that. So now I might as well go ahead and glue these pieces on. So these two are a little different from each other, but the rest of them are the same. So again, I just want to make sure I don't get glue on my mirror paper. And if I did, I could clean it off. It's almost easier to scrape it off when it's a little dry, if that happens. Or perhaps you are not using mirror paper. So that would be cool to see what it looks like with different looks and colors and patterns. So you guys will have to tell me also, do you feel like more in the mood to do arts and crafts type of stuff when it's cold out, if you live somewhere where it does get cold? I definitely think I don't know. The colder months do seem a little more crafty to me, but tell me what you think. Or maybe you live somewhere where it doesn't even get cold and then, oh, must be nice. Because where I live in the Chicagoland area, it is very cold. Even if you're just outside for like 5 minutes, if you don't have gloves on, your hands are numb, like completely no feeling left in your fingers, like a little scary, a little bit scary. Definitely gloves and mittens are a must. So it's not always that cold in the winter here. We'll just get the occasional day like that. And this past week has been like that every day. Beginning of January, which is also my birthday on the 4th. Yay. It's kind of like, not to complain, but it's not the greatest time of year to have a birthday. Due to the weather. Also due to the fact that if you wanted to kind of party with anyone, everyone's kind of partied out after Christmas, New Year's, and frequently the weather is not great for any kind of traveling. So usually I just have a quiet, relaxing birthday, which is lovely, but also during a pandemic, you know, it's like how many more strikes can you have against a birthday? So it's fine, but one of these years I would like to make up for it and kind of do something extra cool. Maybe take a little vacay somewhere nice. Okay, I wasn't happy with how I lined that up. So, last year was my milestone birthday of turning 40, and yeah, what can you say? I went out to lunch. It was a great lunch. Not really what I pictured for my milestone birthday, but It was fine. So someday when I make up for it, you guys, you'll know why. If you see me on like Bourbon Street, on top of a parade float, fully clothed, all that good stuff, but you know, something like that. Maybe on a beach somewhere would be nice. Like a warm tropical beach. We'll see what happens. But someday. Okay, so next, I could either close this up or I could put this on. It might be easier to put this on while it's still open. So I think I'll do that. So I'm not going to use any glue. I'm just going to use some brads here. And here they are. Okay. I will say 1 year, what was it, 2018, I did get to spend my birthday in Florida with a couple friends and neighbors. So that was pretty cool. But are you jonesing for a vacay yourself? Maybe you've taken one? Let me know so I can be envious of envious and inspired by your vacay stories and plans. So this is going to go right here. That'll go there. You could pick one of these to put here. I think this next to the largest one is a good choice for that. I'm going to use one of my Couture Creations 3D foam self-adhesive mini dots. To affix it. So this closes up there. This goes here. So do you still have Christmas decorations put up? This is another fun question from me to you. We still have some, but most of them we took down last night. Early January. Well, what's today? Today's the 7th right now. So we took ours down on the 6th, which I guess can be kind of traditional. My mom takes them down that day on purpose. And I take them down whenever I can manage to accomplish that because, you know, it's a lot of work. It's not my favorite thing in the world. So I can glue this here, or you know what might be easier is if I glue this here on the outside. I'm sorry to assume that you have Christmas decorations. I mean, if you do decorate for Christmas, you still have decor up. I guess no matter what holiday it is, it's kind of a lot. Even my Valentine's decor, I have like kind of a ridiculous amount of super cute stuff that I love. I don't always put it all out, but I do have a lot of fun putting it out, but it's just never quite as fun to put it away, you know what I'm saying? Then this guy can go here on the outside. Or that could go the other way around. This could go on the inside. I just thought it'd be easier to glue those tabs down that way. But whatever you want to do is wonderful. Then this goes on the inside on the bottom as a liner piece to finish off the project. Like this. Yay. And then these guys can just go wherever you would like for them to. This is how I did my original one. I think that looks cute there. The little guy there. And then the gold one in that one. This is what I just saved left over on my mat from where this heart was cut out here. So if you're wondering where that is coming from, that's where it came from. So there it is. Next, for the rose project, this is what it looks like, and it's 3 parts. It's like 3 cup-shaped parts that nest together. So the outer cup is the largest, the inner one is the smallest and tallest. So the pieces of it look like this, and everything is a mountain fold except for these outer edges of the large cup. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these shapes are kind of strange looking. This is the outer cup, and it also has a bottom, and the hearts are there to let you know where they line up with each other. And there's this one. So I believe this is the inner cup. This is the middle, and this is definitely the outer one. So again, everything's a mountain fold except for these 6 outer petal pieces of the large cup. So now everything is folded properly. And if you want to kind of hold it in the light so that you can see if you've missed any score lines, now is a good time to do that. When I made my first one, I missed a couple, and then it was really hard to fold them after the fact. So just double check that it looks like you got everything. If you want to refer to the PDF, it'll show you exactly where those score lines are. So let's start with the outer cup here. And I made this tab shaped like that because I thought it might be visible. Just in case it is. It looks like it's part of the design. And this goes here. So this, I feel like you could really get a lot of use out of. It doesn't just have to be for Valentine's Day. I don't think I have to tell you, it could be a great wedding favor, like a bridal shower favor, even a baby shower favor. I think you could whip them up pretty quickly, and you could certainly make them in white, ivory, even black if you're doing something edgy. Maybe a Halloween thing in black. Any kind of favorite color, pink for like a summer birthday. You could just make one, certainly. Or you could pretty easily make more than one. So I'm excited to see if you do something like that. Could really be pretty on a place setting on a table. So I think when it's kind of facing like this, I suppose as you put it together, you'll be able to see the way that you like it to be facing the best. It might be hard to tell here, but it's kind of facing me right now that way. Not that it matters, but I believe this is the middle cup, but if I'm wrong, it's fine. Once they're put together, it'll be really obvious which one is which. So these are going to go here. I feel like I'm getting this kind of gluey and not super precise, but actually no one's even going to see that part down there. So you know what? You could definitely make quite a few of these pretty quickly, because some parts of them don't even need to be perfect. So that could shorten the time you need to make them, in the event that you would like to make quite a few. Okay, so that is definitely the middle cup there. That's gonna go. So you can kind of see the bottom is shaped kind of like if you were looking at a faceted diamond from the side. So anyway, this bottom is echoing that shape. And that's gonna go right in there. They nest together. I think if you were to try to do it any other configuration, it's not gonna lay together very well. So I think it'll be really obvious for you how to align that. So please do tell me what you think of this rose, because I'm kind of loving it, and I hope you're kind of loving it. After doing Balsam Manor for Christmas, which was pretty detailed, I was really in the mood to do something sort of simple yet stylized and festive. I thought about doing a non-holiday project, but then I don't know, I just can't help it. I love Valentine's Day. I guess ever since being in elementary school, just made me love it, because it's a fun day. You get to do crafts. Usually there's like snacks, like cookies and cupcakes, and everybody has a Valentine for everybody else, and it's just fun to distribute them. It's fun to prepare and write everybody's name on the little envelopes and then hand them out. Usually there's maybe a mom or two that comes to help, and then that's fun. Because I don't know about you, but I always knew pretty much all the moms in my class. I had a kind of a small class when I was in elementary school. There were only 7 of us girls. It was just kind of a fluke, but that was nice. Really well-behaved nice kids too, which is fantastic. So there we go. So this is the inner cup. As you can see, it's kind of leaning this way. I'm gonna finagle it in there. You can see it just nests just right in there, and I will go ahead and glue these together. So Michelle at A Great Big Smile, hi, thank you for the really sweet email that you sent me. I have not replied to you just yet, but I did read it yesterday and that made my day. Michelle said she likes watching my videos and that she laughed at Winnie in the Cherry Tree Lane assembly tutorial. Winnie was involved, and there's a picture of her with the hat project on her head. So Michelle thought that was funny. Thank you, Michelle. You totally made my day with your sweet comments, as have so many of you guys. Thank you so much. I guess I should wrap this up because this is done. And that's that. So you can put some little candies in there, and hope you love it. So there you have it, 3 super cute, quick and simple, yet detailed and fun Valentine's Day projects. I hope you have a wonderful time making them. If you do, you'll have to share a picture with us on Facebook, Instagram, whatever kind of social media you like to use, your blog. Sometimes people email us photos, which is always wonderful to see too. So thank you so much for being a fan, for tuning in, and for crafting with me. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time, and happy crafting.